Hi, I'm Qingzi.
I'm Zhang.
We're working on a platform called workInterest.
As a reminder, workInterest is a job platform based on geographic visualization. First, we get United States job opening data from business websites. Based on those datasets, we analyze the job titles, locations, calculate the frequency of the keyword, find the most popular companies in one specific area. More importantly, we want to know in this specific area which job win the top salaries.
Last time we tried historic data, and now we get the web crawler working. We explore the API based on LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor. We test LinkedIn and Indeed. Both of them have APIs. We want to find some useful information using LinkedIn API. As you can see, using the API console, we can only get the profile data of our own accounts and we cannot get the company data because we have no permission. Thus, LinkedIn API is very difficult to use.
Indeed API is much applicable. Here is the base code from the job search API. By adjusting location, start, limit, etc., we can get several job information per request. When we start this, we meet some problems because we soon find that the maximum limit is 25. We want much more, so we rewrite the code, add several functions, and roll the range to get more information. For each city, we request 600 times and get 15,000 pieces of job information.
At first, we are ambitious and want to explore the whole country. When we attempt these by loops, the laptop crashed when iterating through a large set of cities. So finally, we search the top 12 major cities. We carefully iterate through them and get 180,000 pieces of job opening information. Here are the data we collected. We stored them in JSON format as lists.
At the same time, when we request the job information per area, we can get the total amount of jobs in one city. First, we get a small set of data which is an object describing the amount of jobs in each city. We want to visualize them on a map in our welcoming page, so we also need the latitude and longitude of those cities. We find a set of data containing the positions of over 200 cities in the country. By using that set of data as a basement, we filter the cities we need and organize the data in a format like this.
The next step is filtering and cleaning all the data. Let's take Boston as an example. The data set is in a mess. A large array contains over 10,000 of job position objects. For every job position, we can know the job title, company name, city, state, and more. We only need the useful information. The first function is used for this. Then we would like to get all the company name string and all the single words in the job titles. In this part, we review and apply the knowledge learned in problem set 4. Change the words to ordinary formats and delete some common unnecessary words, such as and the. Next, we want to know the frequency of every word or string. We get the function word count. The final step is sorting the word count from the most frequent to the least frequent. After we get all the useful information, we write them into JSON files to be used in HTML.
The next part of data is the salary. This part is very tricky because in Indeed or Glassdoor, the salary information is protected and we can't filter them through API. So we think about this from another perspective. We can get this kind of data through Google. For example, if we type software engineer salary in Google search, the first item appear on the screen is the average salary calculated by Google. We come up with a way to get that information. First, we use request to download all the information on this URL. After the requesting, we call Cheerio to script the salary. We return the result as a list. Then we move to the user interface and visualization. We first decide to write the welcoming page based on these three. Finally, we move to Google Map, which can add different kind of data layers. We follow the tutorial on Google and modify the circle code. The disadvantage on this tutorial is that circles are not perfectly round by just calling circle class. We search a lot on Stack Overflow and come up with an idea to tie circle to the markers. Here is the HTML code to implement this. Now, the circle's centers are the major cities and the radius of them representing for the total amount of job positions. This is our welcoming page. Animations can be added to the markers. By now, the labels are hello world. Now, click the major cities. We zoom into the local area. Here we get the detailed analysis.
We want to visualize all the useful information by Google charts. Considering the data format, we decided to use bar charts. Based on the aesthetic property, we only pick out the top 20 keywords or company names. We learned the web page layout and Google chart options. These are our detailed settings. This is our web page showing the keywords and company names. Through the charts, the user can clearly see the most important job types or characteristics. Combining the user's own abilities, they can get to know whether they are suitable for working there. Generally, the companies providing most job opportunities always have the best reputation, great influence, and work environment. By thinking about the most popular companies, the users always prefer to choose one of them.
Our next step is to finish the user interface. Also, we need two more functions. First is a top salary display. Another is that if the users are interested in a certain keyword, they can click on the name and get to another web page listing all the positions relative to that name. Also, this time we publish all of our work on GitHub. Here are all the working documentations. Thank you for listening and all of the advices.
Look forward to our final product.
Bye.